India, I feel, is, if anything can work, क्या हुआ रुकने के लिए? I personally feel if anything can work, if India can work, the world can work. India has the biggest role to play in this. Look at the number of people we have. Look at the number of different systems we have. Everything works and it works beautifully. The same way, if for the number of students we have in this country, your World Education Summit 2011 should be reached not only in our country but around the world, because let the world know that so many billions of children, the kind of education they are getting. We are moving into the digital era. Your World Education Summit has proved that how the schools, the colleges we are reaching to. Also, a very big question today is we need a lot of manpower. Do you think urbanization can meet that? No. 60% more than the population lives in the rural areas. We have to tap that, and this is exactly what Dayalbagh Educational Institution, what we are doing. We are tapping, we have 85 centers around the country, and along with World Digital System, what you're doing in 2011, we are reaching them. We can train them. Vocationalization is another thing which is very important, which you people have answered to, because the people in the villages have to be brought out. Their minds are most neat and clean. They have to be taught a trade. There, the vocationalization, that's why in the school level, vocationalization has to come, and that is what you have answered.
What is the role of ICT in improving education scenario in India?
Again, an excellent question. ICTU is one way we can reach everybody. It is physically not possible for the students or the teachers because we have an exponential growth. But by using ICT, we can get to our students. A remote area like Mela, Thiruvenkata, Nathapuram down south can be reached by sitting through EduSet. We can reach them. They are the remotest, the backward area. And ICTU has played a big role in it. How? Make digital content, have DVDs, put them on the net, let them download it, let them see it, let them enjoy it. And digital classrooms can be reached through this EduSet, which ISRO along with DEC and IGNU are offering. And we can just reach them. So ICTU is the next biggest thing which you people have answered, and it is very, very important.
What are the initiatives of Dayalbagh Educational Institute in Education? What are your current initiatives and what are your future plans?
Dayalbagh Educational Institute has 85 centers. We have it's a regular deemed university where we are offering arts, management, engineering, B.Ed, all the disciplines. But we saw that, like I told you earlier, that we have to reach the unreached, and that is only possible if we get to them. Here we have opened 85 centers around the country. From Dayalbagh, we have live transmission through IGNU and DC. We have a bandwidth, and we get to our centers every Monday. Like I am taking textile designing. We have textile designing, office automation, wiremen, garment technology, footwear, and here the students they learn the trade. And at Dayalbagh we believe in quality, so we monitor them, and the way we monitor is every week we have mentors and facilitators. In Dayalbagh also it is face to face, that is known as the F2F what we have, and also it's a blended mode of education. Blended mode of education is you have the distance as well as the the books. We have it in language, whichever language you want, you click that and that language is there. The facilitators see to it that the quality education is given to them. They are at Dayalbagh, at the headquarters, we see to it that the quality education is not only given to them but is also monitored, and towards the end of it, our ADIs, that is an alumni cell, it helps us to create jobs. We invite people from around the country and they come and offer our students jobs, and we have 100% placement. That is the main thing. They're not empty buckets. Padhate jao, make them study, but they should not be able to get jobs, but they are able to get jobs. And because of the quality, the minute they come to know that they are from Dayalbagh Educational Institute, immediate. I met a couple of people here and they said, Dayalbagh, wow, that's quality.
As you well said, what should be done to produce industry-ready knowledge and workforce in India?
Sorry?
Industry-ready knowledge and workforce in India.
This is what I had answered to you earlier also, that it is not only the technology, it is not only the higher education, but vocationalization for the poor, vocationalization for the unreached people. The big companies, now we have a whole lot of BPOs, they can't get people from urban areas, they have to go to the villages. These people have to go to the villages and their cost will come down. A small area like Agra, you hire a place, these industries, they are giving you SEZ areas in urban areas like Gurgaon and all. Why don't you think of moving into Allahabad? Why don't you think of moving into maybe Dhasna or Agra? Tier 2 cities, the manpower will be much cheaper. Quality will be much better. So the industry has to think, move to these areas to get to India, to get to the real India.
Yes, great. Then what measures should be taken to ensure quality education for the larger population in India?
For the quality education, it depends a lot, not only on the content. Like yesterday I was sitting and listening to a session and they said content bahut acha hona chahiye. It's not that. You can make brilliant content, but if you are not there to monitor that content, you cannot get the quality. There we are, Dayalbagh, we see to it, there we have the head of the departments and the deans and all. What we really require is the mentors and the facilitators to see that the content, and then they have to send the reports. So every week, like from the remote areas, we get reports every week, every 15 days, and we are able to assess. And towards the end, we have an assessment system through which we come to know about quality, that how much have they grasped, how much they thought. And then we don't want to know what is good, we want to know what is bad in us so that we can improve. That is the way the quality has to be.
Ma'am, your views on e-learning.
Yes, definitely. I'm basically a textile designer, had my industry, but now have moved into education, did my PhD and all in textile designing. I did it around 35 years back. That time there was nothing as e-learning, there was nothing as graphic designing. But today, textile designing is not only just working with your hands, but everything is digital. What happens is we use these Wacom tablets, we do the designing. This is only possible through e-learning, and also if I can tell you, N computing we have these N computing solutions in Dayalbagh because here what happens is, and then we are using these smart boards, interactive boards. We are using the N computing as the backend for the students, and we are using the smart board for the, here it's totally Wi-Fi, the entire university is Wi-Fi. Whatever is being taught in the class, the students, their work can be displayed onto the screen through the e-learning part of it, and then which was, supposing we are teaching Corel Draw or Photoshop, which was impossible to teach earlier that easily, but through that we are able to take the content on the screen and we can correct it. Here you just correct it, rub it, and then we have digitized our entire library. We have the DVDs. So e-learning is the next, because with the exponential growth of students, you have to rely on e-learning. It is not possible that a teacher will just go on speaking. Everything has to be digitized. The lectures have to be digitized.
What are your views on open and distance learning education in India?
Earlier till date, we had these conventional mode of education, where we had the schools, the colleges. It is not possible to reach the billions of people because of the cost. They are, sorry to say that, but private institutions, the kind of money they are charging, they are basically cheating the students. They are cheating the world at large. What they should do is, IGNOU is playing a great role in it. DEC is playing a great role in it. When we talk about distance learning, the quality, the DVDs are made. MHRD, I have a project of 1 crore of rupees from MHRD where I'm making the e-content for textile designing, which is a vocational course. Here the DVDs have been made. They have been sent to various centers. The text has been prepared in 4 languages, which has been sent to various languages at the cost of only 1500 rupees. So distance education with the blended mode is the answer. Open learning, yes. What is happening in a lot of distance education centers and open, you have one room and one man is sitting and he's taking a lot of money and he is giving them degrees. No, that is not it. Distance learning is the thing where mentor, facilitator is there, coordinator is there to check the quality, and end of it, all. I repeat, underline ALL, jobs is what, and they are getting excellent jobs. We have a center in Delhi only, in Swaminagar. You can just visit that anytime and you can see the kind of work which is going on there.
In terms of enrollment, India has among the largest number of students in the higher education institutions, but the gross enrollment ratio is much less as compared to global standards. So what should be done to mitigate these challenges?
That is it. I just spoke. Distance education is the answer to it. And besides distance education, it is getting to the poor, getting to the weaker section of society, getting to the rural areas. That is the answer to this. And I'm telling you, the quality we have. Who gets all the Nobel prizes mostly? They're all Indians. Who is behind the scene? Who's doing all the research? It's the Indians. Indian has the best brains. We are not, I'm actually telling, all our brain drain ho raha hai. Why do you think all these IIT guys are going abroad? I should rather say were going abroad. Now they're all returning because they realize what is there. It's India. But still we have to open up. We just have to open up.
So then what should we do to retain talents?
Sorry?
What should we do to retain more talents in India?
To retain talents, I personally feel what we have just done in the 6th plan, that has been exceptionally good by our minister, Mr. Sibal. Have you seen the kind of salaries? I am a professor in a university, and the kind of salary I was getting 33 years back and what I'm getting today, it's crazy. A lot of people, the education system, universities, colleges, everybody is just coming back. You have to give them, you have to, I personally see, you have to make them feel that yes, they are needed. Like, fine, you increase their salaries, but what will happen is some of them, everybody is not going to work. But another thing Mr. Sibal should do is, we'll give you an increment, so publish 2 research papers in a research journals, and then they will, our research will go up. Every year, it should become mandatory. And then when they'll see the research will go, every teacher, I'm talking from the teacher point of view, I'm talking from a university professor or they will be recognized. Once they are recognized, they'll feel wanted. They should see to it that teaching should not be a profession. Teaching should be a kind of a hobby, because we spend all our time in our hobby. So in our minds, we should think, well, I'm not doing that for money. Although, of course, I'm getting a good salary for it, I'm getting recognition for it. But what should be? It should be made fun. Fun matlab research karna. So that is what we really want.
And do you think that public-private partnership is workable in education sector?
We are talking a lot about it. We are talking a lot about
How
it.
much workable?
I personally feel, I don't know whether it is correct to speak in a media or not, but I personally feel we have to be very careful on that account. A lot of the institutions private institutions are mushrooming. But are they really interested in research? Are they really interested? I have met a couple of people here and I was really surprised. Everybody is out to make money. That should not be it. Our IIMs are doing a great job. They're really doing a great job. Our IITs are doing a great job. Our universities have started doing a great job. They should be connected to the real researchers. Then it can work. But private sector, अगर खाली आप करोगे तो they are out to make money. Have you seen the way the school fees have escalated? It's crazy. It's really crazy. Have you seen the way? Fine. I don't know whether the bus pass still stands good. When I studied around 35 years back, Delhi University में हमारा 12.5 रुपए का bus pass बनता था. I could just go from anywhere to anywhere. But do you think we are losing? But do you think the private people will do that? No, they'll not. They'll give you air-conditioned classrooms. They will give you air-conditioned buses. And fees कितनी है? 5 लाख रुपया, 15 लाख रुपया. And how much fees do we university people take? You can do a complete, you can get a complete MBA degree. You know for how much? 10,000 rupees for for 1 year. That's it. And if you go to these private, I think 10-15, it'll be around 10-15 lakh rupees. I don't think so they can really. What we need, a minister has to work hard on our central universities. On the universities, we have to accredit our own universities. We have to see to it and not get this private sector into it because they are ruining. What is going to happen is, because they're going to pay good salaries, a lot of teachers from our good educational institutions are going to leave and are going to go and join them. What do you think happened to the banks? The same thing happened. When the multinationals came, all the good brains, they said VRS de rahe hain. Who took the VRS? The kachra took the VRS. The smart ones just left and the smart ones took the VRS and went and joined the multinational banks. And the kachra is there. This is going to happen in our Indian education system if we let the private institutions come, because then they are going to leave and go and join the private institutions at maybe 10 times the salaries. I feel
What is your message to the educationists to achieve the goals of inclusive education in India?
Well, I am nobody to really say that, but I just feel quality has to be there. A small, I'll tell you, our teachers today, what are they doing? They themselves don't have that. There's a small word as anatomy. Most of them, they'll call it anatomy. Psychology will be known as psychology. Economics will be known as economics. Instead of economics, it will be known as economics. The phal, fool, F for, it will be fool or phal. क्या होगा ऐसे education system का? We have to work. We have to work very hard, and all hats to the IGNOU Vice Chancellor Mr. Pillai, Rajshekharan Pillai. All hats to Mr. Sibal with a vision. He has a superb vision. He's doing an exceptional job, and our universities, our schools, our colleges will definitely prosper if we do that. That's all. That's all. Thank you.